Well, welcome back everybody to our online program on addiction and recovery, and we've been talking about the modern version of Prohibition. In the old days, it was, drinking was a moral issue, and so you weren't supposed to do it. It was, all these guys at the bar spending all the money, and what they should be doing is being at home taking care of the family, so they were being sinful and all that. The modern version is more about health. And even if there's a slightest risk from, for example, drinking alcohol or smoking cannabis, then the idea is no, don't do it. And this all came about because of this, more recently it came about because of this publicity arising from a study published in a very famous British medical journal called The Lancet, in which the study authors argued that no amount of alcohol was completely safe, and therefore recommended to the people who set the standards for levels of drinking they should rethink all of these levels, because what they're saying is safe consumption of alcohol is way too high, and this study proves that no amount of alcohol is safe. So this study got lots of publicity all over the place. I've read it I think personally I've read like 50 news articles on this getting publicity. Now what's really curious about this one is that 4 months before the Lancet published this study, they published another study, very big study, in which the authors concluded that moderate drinking is okay. Yeah, if you have a drink a day, that's no big deal. So it's kind of interesting because no journalist thought that was important to publish. So we didn't hear anything about the study that says, well, moderate drinking is okay, but holy mackerel, the study that says no amount of alcohol is safe, that one got all the publicity. And this is kind of easy to explain, mainly because if you talk about moderate drinking, this is incredibly boring. No one cares about that. But if you can flash up, no amount of alcohol is good or is safe, then this gets people's interest, right? And even my neighbors talk to me about this one, right? It captures people's interest, and that's one of the things about Prohibition is it's exciting, right? Nobody ever made a movie on moderate drinking, but holy mackerel, just think of all the Hollywood movies that have been written about Prohibition, right? There's an excitement attached to Prohibition. And I think this is one of its latest incarnations, is this idea that alcohol is so boring to talk about it. I mean, in the old days, we could even talk about marijuana, but, in Canada, it's going to be legal, so it's going to get boring pretty soon, too. But Prohibition, that always gets people excited. And I think this is another element of the modern Prohibition, is that it gets people's energy up, and they talk about it. And the journalists are not stupid. They're not going to publish articles written about moderate drinking, because that's way too boring. But I think they found a gold mine when they found a big study saying, no amount of alcohol is safe, right? This is great, and lots of readership. And I haven't Googled it yet, but I suspect I'd get thousands of web pages that have actually talked about this new study. Anyway, the excitement of Prohibition is always a big seller. Anyway, that's it for this episode, and we'll be back next time with a last episode on this topic of the modern Prohibition.